Acapella.
Acapella Unplugged.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie Bohr, and welcome to Acapella Unplugged, a podcast that talks about all things acapella. Today, I am very lucky to be hosting Manav Sharma, who is known for his bass duets on TikTok, as well as his own original acapella arrangements. I'm super excited to talk to him today, and I hope you all enjoy our conversation. And if you do, please subscribe and like this video, and also go follow him on all platforms, including streaming platforms. I'll leave all the links in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. So I'm curious about your background in music, and when you discovered you had a passion for singing.
Yeah, so I wasn't really a singer at the start.
Okay.
I was, like throughout my school days, I played guitar and piano, and I
Mm,
was I was in my school choir, but it wasn't like a very good school choir. So I never really I didn't start out with this like great passion for singing.
gotcha.
But around when I was like 16 or 17 and my voice started to settle, I got moved to the bass section in my choir, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I can sing really low. This is awesome. And I Googled how to sing lower
Mm,
and like stumbled upon David Lawson's video on subharmonics. I don't know if you've,
yep.
yeah,
Yep. I've seen it.
great video. Yeah, and started learning that. And then from there, started finding all these range videos of these like great basses,
Mm,
like Avi Kaplan and Tim Faust and Jeff Castellucci, and I was hooked. So I started watching, like binge watching, like Pentatonix's videos, Home
hmm.
Freeze videos, Voice Plays videos, and just became so obsessed with a cappella. And from there, I started my own a cappella group at school, and then when I went to uni, joined the a cappella groups there.
Awesome.
And while I was there, I saw that there was the MD of our group, this guy called Roman, super nice guy. He he was like making arrangements of his own, like using a
Mm,
microphone and like a computer and software. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I thought that was something that was only really reserved for like these professional people in the studio. I didn't think that anyone at home could just do it, and
mm.
so I then bought my own. I like begged my parents. I was like, please, I need like an audio interface. Um, Please, this be super cool. And so for Christmas, I got this microphone, and well, actually, I had like a £30 microphone before that,
Mm.
and like an audio interface, and was just started making covers, but was so excited about it. I think I spent more time in my first year of university doing that than I did on my like actual uni work. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I did really badly in the exams as well, as a result. But I was really obsessed, and then um, I'd already posted a couple of like bass duets, but
Mm.
like with my like wired microphone, like like the earbuds
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the little
With the
wired
little mic on
microphones.
him. Yeah.
I posted with them during COVID. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Because I saw them during COVID, but then I started trying to make like proper bass duets, like the kind that I make now. After that, and then everything just took off.
That's
As soon as
amazing.
I got like a microphone and like up the quality essentially.
Wow. That's so cool. Yeah, I would say for me, like I also kind of got the start of being interested with like bass singing from like Voice Play because Voice Play is my favorite group. And I've been listening to them for like 7 years or so now. Um, and I've just been like hooked from the start because like it's unreal how cool acapella music is. It's unreal. Um, and
It's
after like
it's so crazy.
yes, and like after listening to like Jeff Castellucci sing insane bass, and I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to do that because like that's super cool, and that's great to like for like a party trick to show off with friends. Like, look what I can do, you know? It's so
Yeah,
cool. So
yeah, 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 definitely.
that's
I
awesome.
remember when I first started learning subs, I was annoying my family like crazy because I'd just be walking around the house just like
Y
like trying to do it, but I couldn't do it.
yep.
For a long time I couldn't do it, and I was just like, oh. And my family were like, shut up.
It's so hard. I mean, I'm in a collegiate a cappella group too right now, and I've done
Yeah,
like subs for some of our like recorded covers, but I've never done subs live for our group because I just like it's so hard
yeah.
and I always feel the pressure. I'm like I can't sing an F1 live. Like no way. It's not happening.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not that low. Definitely. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I have like a sweet spot for me where I can get them pretty consistently. Like it's like B flat, A,
Mm.
like B1 sort of area. But
Yeah.
below that, I'm not going near it.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's too difficult.
It is too
And
difficult.
I find that when I'm singing live, my voice goes from like this to just like it shifts upwards. Like I lose
Yes.
my like low chest notes as well.
They're gone. They're just gone. Like I
They're gone.
think
I think it's like the nerves or something, or like the excitement.
yeah,
You're
totally. It's the adrenaline for sure. We had a concert with my group at like the start of the year, and there were like D flats written in the bass part, and it was a Jacob Collier arrangement of She Put Sunshine, and so that was really cool. It was super
oh
fun.
nice.
It was a great arrangement. We have some amazing arrangers in our group,
Yeah.
so it was super exciting. And I went to go like sing the C sharp, and we have like a mic system for our group, which is super cool. And I was like, I remember like doing this, like cupping my sound entirely because I'm like, there's no way anyone's gonna hear this. It's so low.
Yeah.
But
I mean that's impressive to be able to get like D flats live. Uh I struggle with that. Like after
it's
like D
hard.
flat is probably the lowest I could get. Like the
Yeah.
absolute lowest I could get live.
I would say like E is pretty comfortable for
And
me
we had
live.
this sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was sorry. I was saying like I had a C written in a piece
Mm,
while I was competing with a group at the ICCAs,
yep.
and I went for the C and I just didn't get it. Like it just and
Mm.
like it was one of our points of feedback. Like this song is too low for the bass, and I was like,
Oh
no,
wow.
that's mortifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
For
that one moment. I was like, it didn't come out.
yeah. I think it was my freshman year. We had our ICCA set ended with the song Lost in the Wild. It was a really great song. It was super cool. And I remember being like, guys, can I do like the low A at the end? Can I just like slide down to like an A1 or something like that? And they were like, I mean, if you can do it. And so I was like, okay, I'll try. And the day of like the set, or when we like performed it, I got it, but I had to do like growl for it because like otherwise it wasn't happening. Like there's no way.
I mean,
Because growl for me is pretty
still,
consistent. But like anything else like chest fry and
yeah.
subs, like forget it. Live, but like growl I can do live. It's just like it was like kind of a slide off, like a doo, and it worked really well. But
That
yeah, that was probably my lowest that
that's
I've
crazy. I
sung.
can never growl that high, actually.
Hmm.
Like I can do growl on like an F sharp or a
Oh,
G,
real.
maybe.
Interesting. Okay.
But I couldn't get past that. Yeah.
Huh.
So that's really cool, man. That's really
Yeah.
good.
ICCAs are the best. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's fun to compete and like prepare a set. Like the whole process of it is really, really fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We just competed a couple weeks ago. Um, we did a really cool like
Oh,
grunge set, which was awesome. Um, yeah, we ended with Only Angel by Harry Styles, which was just nuts. It was crazy. Yeah, it was a really, really,
that
really
is
good
so
set.
sick.
Yeah. I'm really proud of us. We did a great job. So, yeah. One more year next year. I'm a junior right now, so I have one more year with the group and hoping to compete again next year, but if not, join at least in the spring and just see what I can, get into. So,
Yeah, sick. Yeah, I hope so, man. I mean that sounds really, really fun.
yeah, oh, it's a
Sounds
great group.
super cool.
Yeah. All right. Next question. I'm curious about what the first a cappella arrangement you did was, and has your style or approach changed when arranging now?
I love this question. I think it's a really cool question. I my first ever full arrangement was a cover of "She Looks So Perfect" by 5 Seconds of Summer,
Mm,
and I actually never intended on it being my first full arrangement.
mm,
What happened was I was making a like a harmony build up for TikTok, which is like, when you loop like 4 bars of a song and add layers of harmonies to it
Yes.
over and over and over. And I started doing that, and I was like, the entire song is literally 4 chords just repeated. There's no point where that changes in the song. And so I started doing it, and I was like, wow, I've done the entire first verse and chorus.
Mm.
I could just keep going. And it was a, it was a lot of just like copy and paste and copy and paste. And then I
Yeah.
kind of did it by ear and was like, oh, this harmony would sound cool. This harmony would sound cool. I had like a keyboard as well, so I'd like plot out the notes, like just playing them and be like, oh, this voicing might sound cool.
Mm.
And a lot of it was just by ear as well. And yeah, just it ended up being a full cover, and it was probably the most fun I've had doing a full cover as well. Um, no, that's not true. Zero to Hero was probably the
Oh,
most fun I've had, but
that was so good.
it was just so much fun. It's, bro, thank you so much. I had such a blast making it. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's such a
man.
fun song. But yeah, speaking of, my approach has definitely changed since
Mm.
then. Now I'm like, the way I approach my covers, especially with the new one, um, which was a cover of Man in the Mirror. I will use MIDI, which is essentially like computer, like digital musical notation software,
Hmm.
to like plot out the notes ahead of time, which I found has allowed me to be a lot more efficient with like voicings. So there's no like repeated notes or like overlap, and so I can get away with using less parts,
Yeah.
um, which is a lot better for me. And also, it means that the ideas are more like fleshed out before I just sing them out.
Mm.
And so I found that to be a better way for me of producing full covers.
That's awesome. And I bet it helps with like tempo and stuff like that too, to kind of have something as a baseline to record over too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, there would be a lot of points before using MIDI where I'd just be singing something. I'd sing it wrong, like it wasn't what I initially intended,
Yeah.
and then I'd just be like, okay, cool, like that
Yeah.
works too,
Hey, it
you
works.
know.
It's in the chord, right?
It's nice to have something to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, Weirdly though, actually, that like doing that and like just singing things by ear did sometimes lead to cool ideas that I don't think I'd have had otherwise, because I'd
Mm.
sing it wrong and then be like, wait, actually, this sounds really cool. What if I lean into that?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so there is like a benefit to both methods.
Yeah. Yeah. Arranging by rote is something that I think is really helpful. Like, when you're first starting a cappella, just like listening to something and then just kind of recording what you hear and like repeating it. Because I think that that just leads to
Yeah,
like a spiral of like new
yeah,
ideas. And like, I think you can really develop a style just by listening to music like that,
yeah,
or just listening to like originals and, trying to come up with your own ideas of like, how could I make this different? Like on the spot. I think that's super cool.
yeah. Definitely, definitely. I
Hmm.
completely agree. I also think that um, in terms of like starting arranging, it's much less overwhelming to be like, oh, I just have to sit down and try and sing something,
Yeah.
than it is
Hmm.
to be like, oh, I've got to sit down, work out how to use MIDI software, plot out all the notes and get the tempo exactly right, and then sing over it and do all that work afterwards. Like, it
Yeah.
feels like it's less of a burden to just try and just sing for fun.
Oh, totally. And just
So
see what you come
I
up with.
think that's yeah, exactly, exactly that. And sometimes that can be the most rewarding as well, actually.
Hmm. Yeah, as an exercise, I used to listen to voice play covers and then I would record the entire song from what I heard. Um, which was
No way.
really, it was really hard. Um, but like they actually turned out pretty
Yeah,
good, and
I
like
can imagine.
that's how I kind of got my start with like arranging, because I was like, wait, I see what they did there. Okay, how can I do that but make it my own cover, you know?
Yeah, that's so
So
sick. Which covers did you which songs did you choose?
I did a lot. I did Golden Hour, In the Air Tonight, Valhalla, um, hmm, gosh, can't really. Oh, my first one was My Mother Told Me. It was actually the first a cappella cover that I ever did,
Sick.
was My Mother Told Me. And it was like a minute long short, like 5 years ago. And then I was like, okay, wait, this is kind of fun. And then, yeah, and then I found, actually,
Mm.
it's funny.
I need to check it out after this.
Yeah, I found a arrangement of Tommy P, that was toss a coin to your Witcher, and
Incredible range.
oh, it's so good. And I'd been listening to it, for a long time at that point, and I was like, wait, this would be kind of fun to just like experiment with and just like record and, you know, see how I do with this. And so that was like my first like video, like I made a music video for it and everything like that, because I was like, this is kind of cool. Um,
Hell yeah. That's
yeah,
awesome, man.
yeah, just as like an
You must
exercise.
have had your work cut out for you with that one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a tough
Tommy's
arrangement.
probably one of the most gifted arrangers I've ever met in my entire life.
He's insane.
There's like it's so crazy. He always doing like crazy stuff with bell tones and like all the chord choices that he made. He's absolute genius.
And the whistle tones, like, oh,
Yeah,
jeez, I don't know how he
yeah.
does that.
I was just um I was just in Egypt with him a couple of weeks ago, and he he showed us the whistle tones like in real life, and they're so loud. Like they're way louder than I would have expected them to be. Like
Wow,
they're rivaling Peter, who's like an operatic singer, and like just filling the room. It's crazy.
it's so cool. I really love his "No Time to Die" cover, because like the entire intro is just like whistles, and I'm like, dude, you're insane.
Yeah,
It's crazy. But yeah,
it's crazy. That's one of my favorites of his as well. Actually,
yeah,
I really love that one.
yeah. I've been following him for
He's
a
so
while
talented.
too. I've been following the Bass King for a while as well. Just kind of all over the place with the industry. I listen to like the covers like
Yeah,
every day. It's a great way to start the day. So
yeah. Me, I mean, me too. Honestly,
yeah,
they're insanely talented people. Like
yeah.
they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Their cover of Boulevard of Broken Dreams
Oh,
is a real like favorite of mine that they put out recently.
me too. It's intense, but it's also like I really believe it's honestly their best arrangement. I think it's just they took it to
Yeah,
such a different path than it's originally done.
yeah,
I really,
yeah.
really, really enjoy it.
No,
So
I think it's so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy to think about like how far you can push the boundaries of like a cappella
Mm-hmm.
and make it sound like like even doing things like adding the distortion in the mixing stage and making
Yeah.
it sound like it's been run through like a guitar amp.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a guitar, which is such a cool little thing. Like you wouldn't expect to be able to do with someone's voice, right?
Yeah. It's
It's
insane.
so sick.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I think that the work they do is super duper cool, and just like the mixing is just on another level, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. Like they get Ed Boyer, who did all the mixing for Pentatonics. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know who he is. Yeah, he's such a genius,
Mm,
and super nice guy as well.
yeah.
Like I've messaged with him a few times. He seems really chill. So
I hope to meet him at some point. That'd be pretty cool. So,
yeah, definitely. I think the same, to be honest.
yeah. Awesome. Let's see. I was curious about do you have like a specific artist or musical group that you listened to when you were growing up and you like idolize them? And has your music taste changed, since growing up, or is it kind of similar to what you listened to when you growing up?
Yeah, so the musical group that I idolized growing up was Pentatonics.
Mm,
Like every other kid who loved a cappella, um, especially Pentatonics. Like the thing that I loved about them was that they didn't put in they don't put in low notes for the sake of it. You know,
mm,
um, all of the low notes that are there like serve the song completely. I think it's something that um, a lot of the big groups get right, but Pentatonics especially,
mm,
uh, like it never felt forced. And there would be points where, as like a young bass singer, I'm, hopefully I'm not old now, but like when I was at school, I would listen to them and I'd be like, oh, but you know, like they've sung like a B2 here. Like Avi sung a B2, he sung a C3. He could have sung a C2. He could have gone lower. He could have done this lower. Why didn't he?
Right.
And then it took like the more I listened to it, the more I was like, oh, actually, it's a really good musical choice for him to not do that because you know if you do the low notes too much, they lose their like wow factor, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
only cool because they're not there all the time. And I don't know. I thought that like everything they did, like not even just from Avi, serves the song completely. You know, like the arrangements are so creative and I don't know. I think they did so much for acapella, like putting acapella like on the map, really.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Um, and so yeah, definitely idolize them completely. Was there a second part to the question? Sorry,
I was just wondering if like your music taste has
I completely
changed
forgot.
since then. I know you enjoy a cappella still, but I was wondering if like there were, any groups that you listen to now maybe that you didn't listen to when you were a kid.
Yeah, definitely. I think my music taste now is actually much less focused on a cappella. Like this
Mm.
year, especially, I haven't listened to much a cappella at all. I still love a cappella, but I've listened to it like all the time for the last probably like 10 years. And now I'm starting to become quite interested in production as
Mm.
well. And I'm listening to, you know, a lot of different artists, a lot of rock music, a lot of 80s music. I mean, I've always loved 80s music, but I'm especially listening to like that sort of era now, increasingly, and a lot of new artists as well, like a lot of mainstream artists. Like I really like Sabrina Carpenter's music
Yeah.
now, and like I've been listening to uh, you know Phineas's music and Samba as well. And I really like all their like the stuff that they're doing, like the production choices that they're making. Um, and a lot of them actually use quite a lot of like stacked vocal harmony, right?
Hmm.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's kind of becoming more mainstream almost to do that. I feel like I'm hearing more original songs that really have those like intense harmonies and crunchy chords. So I
Yeah,
mean, I think that's pretty cool?
yeah, that's awesome. What about you? What kind of music do you listen to?
Oh gosh. I mainly listen to acapella is my biggest genre, like always top of my Spotify wrapped for every
Yeah,
year. Um, I'm really
me too.
interested in Avi Kaplan's solo music. I listen to
Yes,
that a
me too.
lot.
Me too.
Yes, it's so good. Um, I listen to Peter a lot because I'm going to school for opera right now, and so it's
No
kind
way.
of cool to like have that connection with him with opera and acapella. So um yeah, I listen to his stuff a
That's
lot.
so sick.
I'm honestly my main group that I'm interested in right now is Genesis, like Phil Collins. I'm like big
Oh,
into them right
cool.
now. So yeah, like 70s, 80s kind of pop rock music.
Bro, Phil Collins is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be
Insane.
able to do like play the drums and sing and at the same time, like because drums is such a full body movement, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah,
it's so impressive.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. I really idolize him. I think he's super cool. My dad is a big fan, so he got me into it at a young age. And now I'm like, all right, dad, like I'm finally embracing it. Like, yes, they're a good group. I'll listen to them more often. Like, so
Oh, that's incredible, man. That's
yeah.
really
I mean,
really cool.
other than that, I would say like my popular artist choice, I really like Teddy Swims. Um,
Yeah.
oh gosh. Yeah, I'd say him. Um, Miles Smith and Duncan Lawrence.
Cool.
I like them a lot, so
Nice. Yeah.
yes.
Good choices, man.
Yeah.
Good choices.
Have you heard of
Teddy
Spencer
Swims is
Sutherland?
actually probably I have heard of Spencer Sutherland. I've seen his
Yeah.
TikToks.
Yep, yep. I'm also a
Yeah.
big fan of his. I really like his album, so
Oh, really cool. I haven't actually listened to his original music, but
it
I've seen him singing on TikTok, and he's super talented.
he's great. Yeah. His stuff is really really cool. And it's very similar to what we were talking about like the harmony stacking, like he uses that to like the T in his music. And I that's why I think I like it so much is because it is, even though there are instruments, it's reminiscent of a cappella music to me. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's so cool. I need to check it out.
Yeah, for sure. He's super cool.
Yeah. Did you say you're going to school for opera at the moment?
I
That's so
am.
sick.
Yeah. I'm actually about to be in a production in
That's
3 weeks. I'm on spring break right now. Um, so I'm home right now, but in 3 weeks I'm doing The Marriage of Figaro at my school. Yep, and I'm playing Figaro, so I have a lot of work on my hands.
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That
Yeah,
is so cool.
it's
Congrats.
super cool. Thank you so much. I'm having a really good time. I mean, it's a challenge. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's super fun, super great to like work on some, mainstream classical music. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm super pumped.
It's crazy. It's insane um how technical you have to get, like how into the weeds with it you have to get for an operatic performance, right? And
Hmm.
how different um like the choices that you have to make are compared to like pop music. I
Yeah.
always find it so fascinating.
It's like basically having a
Do you
different
struggle to switch
voice.
between the two between your like a cappella group?
Yeah. Say that one more time. Sorry, I didn't
Sorry,
catch
I was
that.
saying. Sorry, I was saying, do you struggle to switch between the two? Like because you said you're in an a cappella group as well, right?
For sure. I
So
usually sing bass with the group, so it makes it a little easier because, in the basement it's just you kind of just have to let it happen, whatever happens naturally. Um,
yeah,
but with
yeah,
opera I definitely have a different sound like entirely. I'm classified more as like a baritone in opera, not really a bass baritone. But I definitely
yeah,
have like the lower extension to like a certain degree that's like comfortable in my operatic sound.
yeah,
Like F, I would say is probably where I'm like I cap out. Um,
yeah. Me too, probably.
but I
I
mean,
don't know if it
it's
resonates with
very
me as
different.
well. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, completely. I think most people who are like basses are actually like would actually be baritones in like a theatrical setting or like an
Yeah.
operatic setting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Visa would probably even be tenors, actually.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, I'm at the point right now in like my studies that I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go yet vocally. I mean, I could be a bass baritone and I could be singing
Yeah.
Figaro for the rest of my life. I mean, who knows? But I could also be a tenor. Like the upper extension hasn't really, shown itself yet, but it can. So you never know.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I was talking to Peter actually, and he was saying that he knows people that like the more they've trained their voice, the more their voice has just gone up, and they've
Yeah.
gone from being basses to being like tenors, just completely even in like the sound of their voice and everything.
Yeah.
Um, which is so crazy to me. I
Oh,
think that's so cool.
yeah, it's awesome. And even with Peter, like I've been following some of his music and I've noticed that like his voice especially has gotten quite high over the past few years. Like I mean with Yellow
Yeah,
Flicker B
yeah,
and the A's and the B's and that is just crazy to me. And they're so rich and full, like
yeah.
it's awesome.
But his voice has gotten lower as well, which is the craziest
It's
thing. Like
like
it's literally gone like
yeah.
yeah, it's insane. Some of the low notes that he has, like his when we were in Egypt, we recorded a I don't know if you saw it, but we recorded a cover of "Deliver Us"
Yes.
from the Prince of Egypt, and we were in that stairwell, and he's like rivaling Bobby on the C sharps with like the resonance that he's got down there. It's crazy, and it's so consistent for him. Like he doesn't lose those low notes.
I envy that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. He was saying like I think it's like an age thing, right? Like he's in his 30s and he's saying like as you get up into your 30s, your voice just like your resonance massively increases down there and like just gotta wait basically. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, totally. I feel like, as you get older, your voice starts to settle out. I feel like usually for like male singers, it's like 25 years old is usually when you kind of start to feel settled, at least from what I've like read up on. But um,
Yeah.
which means I have 4 years left until then. So just got to work with what I have right now.
Are you only 21?
Hmm.
Bro, fair play.
Yeah.
Oh, respect, man. Yeah, I am 23, so I'm not far
Awesome.
off.
Yeah, yeah. We're almost there.
It's, yeah, it's crazy actually. I don't know if you found this, but like when I was uh your age and like slightly before as well, like I'd find that my voice would feel like it almost changes day to day.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'd be like, oh, sometimes I'm a bass and like I have like the lowest voice ever, and sometimes I can't even sing like a low D,
Yep.
or like like I feel like my low range just disappears.
Yep.
And yeah, I used to find it quite frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah, my a cappella group rehearses in the evening, and after a full day of singing opera all day, by the time I get to rehearsal in the evening, like I don't even have like a G. And
Yeah,
like that's so
that
frustrating. So, and I know it's not like a lack of technique because I'm like I feel pretty solid with like my opera technique, but switching between the two is like it's kind of a challenge.
mm,
You know, and I mean it's pretty natural I feel like if you're singing
yeah,
all day for your voice to get kind of tired, you know. Um,
yeah, 100%.
but yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think I'm at that phase where it's like my voice just doesn't feel settled. Some days I wake up and I have like a B in the morning and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And on
Yeah,
mornings I wake
like
up and I already
B1.
have like an E4 like ready to go for the day and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm exactly the same. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wow, like this is not the same person that like sings bass on social media, you know?
Yeah.
I'm wow, wow, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I think as well, I don't know if you found this, but like I find that like stretching, especially like in the mornings, if I'm about to sing bass and I like stretch and like massage myself out, then I'll like my voice will just go
Hmm.
and just drop immediately.
Yep. Yeah, I find the same thing too.
It's
It's
crazy.
it just helps to relax your muscles because the more relaxed you are when you sing low, the better. If you try to like push it, then you're in trouble. You're just gonna harm your
Yeah,
voice. You don't want that. So, yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I find that when I push it, I lose my low range
Hmm.
really quickly,
Yep.
like really fast.
Yeah. And I can tell
Yeah.
too. I can tell when I'm pushing too much. And then at that point I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna mark for today. Like I'm gonna sing it up the octave. I don't want to do anything wrong. So,
Yeah, 100%. I
mhm,
think that's the way to go.
for sure. For sure. Vocal health is key. If there's anything I've learned being in college and singing
Super
all day
important.
long.
Yeah. I've only actually really started to take it seriously this year.
Mm.
Because so I'm on a gap here at the moment, essentially. I've graduated uni and I'm waiting to I'm going to be training as a solicitor, and
Oh, cool.
my job doesn't start until September. So I've got this time off, which is why I've been focusing a lot on social media at the moment. But I've now found that I'm like singing all day, every day, basically,
Hmm.
because that's one of the main things that I have to do now. And I around Christmas I got ill a couple times, like literally twice back to back. I got ill, and I tried to keep singing through it. It's so unfortunate. But I tried to keep singing through it, which I should not have done, and I got laryngitis really bad for
Mm.
6 weeks. And for such a long time, like I literally felt like I couldn't sing, to the point where I started to get worried that I'd had like a long-term vocal injury. And now I'm like so iffy about vocal health. Like if I'm even slightly getting on the like tired side, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push it.
Yeah. Very
You
fair.
know,
I had a similar thing happen. I got sick over
very on
break.
like warm-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Warm-ups are key. Um, I got sick over winter break as well, and it was really bad for like 2 weeks, and I just couldn't sing like any classical music at all. It was just like I was just straining like
Yeah,
crazy, and I just had to like go to my room and just like rest all day because I was like, there's just no way I can. This is like my life every day. Like I can't. I need to rest. Ultimately, that's the most important
mm,
thing. So,
yeah. And I think it's a good decision to like take yourself out of those situations because I think I'm exactly the same. Like if I'm in the situation, I won't be able to stop myself. Most
yep,
of the time, like I will just start singing.
yep.
Um, So yeah, like I think that's a sign of like real control, right? And that's probably going to serve you really well
Let's
for the
hope.
rest of your singing career. So yeah,
Awesome. I noticed that we have like 2 minutes left on the Zoom meeting, so I do have another Zoom meeting that I created, so I can send that to you if that would be okay with you.
Yeah,
Um,
perfect.
Great, and then we'll just pick it up with the next question when we get back.
Okay, amazing.
Awesome. Thanks so much. We'll see you in a bit.
Sounds great.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Good.
here's my next question for you. I was curious. I've seen, as we've talked about in this session already, you've collaborated with the Bass Gang before. I mean, Zero to Hero, some of the TikToks that they've done and stuff. And I was wondering if you're planning to work with them again soon.
Um, yeah, I mean, I, it was such a blast working with them on Zero to Hero. I had so much fun, and I I would absolutely love to work with them again soon. At the moment, my current plan is to focus on short form content
Mm,
because so I made my recent cover of Man in the Mirror, and that didn't do as well online as I'd hoped
mm.
for the amount of work that I put into it, which is fine. Like I don't do it for um like only for the views that it gets. But
Sure.
it's what I want to do now is focus on social media, like build more of an audience. And then when I do put out either like original music or a cappella stuff in the future, um, there's more of a fan base there to direct towards it.
Yeah.
And so uh, I mean, currently I'm just having a lot of fun with the social media stuff as well. Like it's fun to make something new quite often.
Mm.
Um, and so hopefully at some point, like there'll be more like short form collaborations with the Bass Gang, or maybe like a full cover at some point. But um, yeah, there's no current plans in the works.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
I love that collaboration with you guys doing Zero to Hero. That was just, oh,
thank you.
it was so cool and it was so fun.
Yeah,
It looked like
that's
you
so
guys had a
kind.
really good time doing it. So,
Yeah, I mean they're awesome. They are so cool. Like it was such a pleasure working with them. Like I mean, like I got like the video I think was, like Marwan was able to give me a lot of advice with the video, which was really helpful. Even when I was recording the like making the storyboard for the video, I I had like a lot of ideas, right? Of like, oh, this kind of sketch would be really funny if
yeah.
they put in this like visual effect would be really funny. And when I sent the instructions out to Peter, or like to the whole group, Peter specifically took the took the like advice that I'd given, like the storyboard, and just took it as like a notch way further. And so
Yeah.
like I don't know if you saw the outfit that he pulled out for the video, but it's incredible. I yeah, it's just such a pleasure working with these guys. Like they they try really hard at everything that they do,
Yeah.
and working with people like that is so easy
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're so motivated and yeah, it's so cool. It's really nice as well that I get to like call them my friends as well because I don't know I think I'm similar to you in that like I was listening to that stuff as soon as it came out,
Yeah.
but like as a fan, um, like back in 2020, I remember I was like I'd be like driving around in my car and like I'd have the YouTube video because when it wasn't even on Spotify, I'd like play the YouTube video just like on the side in my car through the aux so that I could like
Yeah.
listen to their songs while I was driving around. It's crazy and like yeah, and now they're like really good friends of mine. So like that's still kind of surreal to me.
That's super
Um,
cool.
yeah, it's really nice. They're such nice people,
H-
honestly.
How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking?
How did we meet? So I started making videos, and through making videos, I think we connected. Well, I connected with Marwan and Tommy
Mm.
through social media, and I had met. So weirdly, so the way I met Bobby was Bobby put out like one day on his Instagram story, "I'm in London. Who else is here?" And like as a fan, I was like, "Oh my God, like I'm here, I live in London." And he was like, "Do you want to meet up?" And I was like, "Sick." I think like Bobby was just looking for like someone to like show him around basically. And so I met Bobby for lunch while I was at uni. and just chatted with him. We were in there was this Facebook group basically of all these bass singers that
Mm.
we were in. It's like similar to like Bass Singing Nation, like the Discord server.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like
I'm
a similar
familiar.
thing to that. And we like so I we like he'd already seen some of my videos that I put on there, and I'd like interacted with his videos a bunch as well. And so I think he knew that I wasn't like some weirdo,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah.
And so we met up and we had like a really good time. And then I met up with yeah, Tommy when I visited this guy Casper Fox in the Czech Republic, and also I met Marwan just through social media. And I'd actually like we only realized this recently, but I had messaged Marwan when I was just starting out as a fan and been like,
Mm.
"Hi, like these are the covers that I made. Like, please, can you give me some feedback?" And Marwan had like given me feedback on my early covers, um, and so we only realized recently. But yeah, like it's crazy now that these guys are my friends. Like we didn't even. I don't think Marwan even put together like that's the same person that was asking him. Um,
That's
yeah,
so
so
cool.
it's just crazy. And then I met Peter uh, actually for the first time when I went to the Czech Republic
Mm.
to hang out with the bass gang. But I was just really good friends with like the other three before that, and so they invited me along.
Awesome.
And yeah, just crazy. But now Peter, yeah, I love Peter. What a legend.
That's so cool. Oh, that's such a cool story.
Yeah,
I loved watching the volume 3 behind the scenes. That was really cool.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was really really good time. Like it was so nice of them to like host me, and it was so cool to like go and see all the stuff they were doing and like help with the filming and everything. It was really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what they are we're coming out soon, so that'll be great.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's really good.
I'm so
It's really
excited.
good.
It's cool that they all got to meet in person for the first time. Like seeing like all the
Mm.
posts and stuff like that, like I was just like repost, 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 like everything. Because it was just like it was
Yeah,
such a big moment. Like when I saw their post, I was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way this is happening. Like this
yeah.
can't be real.
It's so crazy. I
Yeah.
still my claim to fame is still that I met all of them individually before they all met each other individually.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Um, like because I went to visit Marwan like 2 years ago in
Okay.
Egypt, and yeah, that's my like little claim to fame. But no, it's so sick that they met each other.
Awesome.
Like I know Marwan was gutted, like so
Mm,
devastated when he couldn't make it to the Czech Republic.
yeah,
So it's really really nice that they finally had that moment. You know?
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure they're gonna make some amazing. I saw their I saw Deliver Us, which was super duper cool.
Yeah.
But I loved the Papa Ute video too. That was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
I
been
can
like a
tell.
huge
Like you
fan
can
of that
tell when you're
song.
listening to that. Like that's a Tommy arrangement.
Oh, for
Like
sure. Oh, for sure. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
that is definitely like the heavy, heavy bass. It sounded like Jericho to me a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. It did sounded the same to me.
Yep. I was like,
It's
that's a
super
Tommy.
super cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's really really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited for you guys to see what they're coming out with. Like I can't say anything about it
Yeah, obviously,
except for
yeah.
that I've heard it and
Yeah.
it's sick.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this is kind of a loaded question, but I think we can get into it because I think this would be really cool. Um,
Yeah.
so I've noticed on like social media that there's a lot of young bass singers like yourself and the bass gang like kind of rising in popularity. Um,
Mhm.
I guess my question is, in your opinion, do you think that bass singers will become more mainstream in media, like pop music and stuff like that, within the next few years or so?
So I'm gonna say yes, but it's there's a caveat to it.
Okay.
I think I don't think bass singers where they're only singing low are
Hmm.
gonna be mainstream. You know, like people aren't gonna want to listen to someone just staying in the second octave the whole song. You know,
Yeah.
I think bass singers are only gonna make it if they're able to use that upper range and get really comfortable and good
Mm.
singing in that upper range, right? Like, I don't know, looking at like Josh Turner or someone who's like a famous bass singer already, he does sing low occasionally,
Hmm.
but most of his songs, like he's belting and like he's singing up through the third and fourth octave, right?
Yeah.
And and so then when he does sing low, it's like a moment, right? And that's which makes it really cool and compelling.
Yes.
But I don't think anyone in the mainstream is gonna want to listen to someone just like wow, like the whole time, you know.
Totally.
Um, I think the only space for that is in like ensembles, really.
Mm.
So yeah, like vocal groups.
Yeah.
But then again, like Pentatonics was quite mainstream for a bit, right?
Hmm.
So maybe there is a space for it. I could be wrong, you know.
Well, and as you said too, I mean, they didn't always use such low bass too throughout all their covers. Like they used it kind of sparingly. So
Yeah,
I think that's really important. I agree. I think, you know, especially with like modern pop and stuff like that. I mean, you have there are artists out there who do have like lower voices. And when they do
yeah,
sing low, it's like, whoa, okay, like that's really cool. But they don't do it all the
yeah,
time. And I think that's really important. And that's something I enjoy, with your music especially, where there are moments where it's like, okay, low subs, that's crazy. But then there are moments where you're belting and it sounds awesome. And so like
definitely.
that you can do both is super duper cool. And so my hope is that this does become a larger thing in media and that
Yeah,
people really start to appreciate it more because there's a lot of work that goes into learning those techniques.
yeah, definitely. I think do you know Davide Del Monte?
Not sure if I do.
He's on TikTok as well. He started
Okay.
as a bass singer, like making bass duets. I think he's doing a lot for like bringing like actual bass singing into the mainstream because now he's transitioned away from bass duets uh to like solo singing. Like very similar to like all of the bathroom cover type content that I've been trying to get into a little bit
Yeah.
recently. Um, but he will do stuff where he sings quite low and then he'll like move throughout his range. But
Mm,
it's like soft launching like bass singing for regular people. And
yeah.
he's got like 4 million followers. And so there's a lot of people that are like now seeing his content. And I think it's a great thing. I really hope that there is more space in like mainstream pop for like low singers. I was speaking to do you know Luke the Voice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Incredible guy.
Hmm.
I was speaking to him recently, and he was saying when you have like a low voice, karaoke kind of sucks because every single pop song is written to be like you're staying on like G4s and above, you know? Like it's not easy to sing. And like a
Not
lot
at
of times
all.
it's pretty much impossible to sing when you have like a lower voice. So
Mhm.
it'd be really cool if like there was some stuff that was a bit more on the lower side, you know?
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, totally.
yeah,
All right, awesome.
yeah.
That was a great answer.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay, my next question is about singing technique. Um, do you have any tips or tricks for clean subharmonics?
Yes, I do. I do have the clean sub harmonics, and I think a lot of people like I've seen a lot of people trying subs, and they make this one mistake, which I think is really um it's really easy to make.
Mm,
But when you're singing a sub, I mean, do you sing subs?
I do. I practice like every day if I can.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I find that a lot of people try and like, if you're singing like low in your chest range,
Hmm.
you have to kind of like think down, like you like think downwards onto the note. You like put your voice downwards a bit, right?
Yeah.
But if you're singing subs, you have to like think about the octave above because you are singing the octave above with a bit of vocal fry in there. So my advice for clean subs is to lean harder into that fundamental note rather
Mm,
than trying to be like, like you're saying like ooh, and you're like ooh the whole time basically, and like you're just adding a bit of like and you're like
Yeah.
just off that fundamental note, but the fundamental note's always there,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, I think that's the most important thing is like, and a lot of times if I want the subharmonic note to be louder or more powerful, I'll push on that fundamental note harder. So if I'm like for
Mm.
me, I'm leaning into that like original note much more.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I guess I didn't think about it that way. I think you're totally right. I feel like people kind of think about it as, okay, I have to sing this really, really low note, so I need to think low all the time to get this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that that's really helpful to think that way.
Yeah, it's because everything is the octave above, right?
Right.
So you have to like imagine it that way, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you normally do for subs?
I mean, mine's very unreliable.
Mm,
But and I think it could be because I usually think that way, but like I think my biggest like downfall with it all is that I think about like, okay, so if I have to sing like a G2 to a G1, right?
yeah,
Like automatically I feel like I have to do work here to make that happen, opposed to just
yeah,
it's more a mental thing, you
yeah.
know?
It's yeah. I mean, there is like a bit of like your tongue does have to kind of like anchor down a
Yes.
little to like get the stability for the sub note to come through. But yeah, it shouldn't be like it's never really like you're working hard, like it's
Right.
very relaxed, like relaxed effort.
Ultimately, yeah, totally. That's that I think that's the thing I struggle with is I feel like I have to push to like let that happen.
Yeah,
And the key is to
yeah,
like just like low larynx, like all the above, you know?
yeah. I mean, because I don't know if you've ever seen this, but like sometimes you'll have like family members who are like hungover, and then they're like talking all relaxed, and then their voice goes into subs
Yeah.
without even thinking about
Yeah.
it, right? And it's because it's such a relaxed thing. It's like it's just vocal fry
Hmm.
with a bit of the voice on top.
Right.
So you could very easily just talk in subs and it's no problem,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep. Totally. Yeah. I've had that happen before. It's like you just kind of slip into subharmonics.
Yeah, exactly that.
I think it's cool that literally anybody can do it too. Like,
Yeah.
it's you can sing so low using subharmonics that I think a lot of people are like, well, it's just like just a guy thing. But it's not. Like literally
Mm.
anybody can do that because it's just vocal fry and like octave displacement basically.
Yeah. I heard uh Big Breb's wife, Jennifer,
Hmm.
um she did sub-harmonic. I've been taking lessons with her. She's
Cool.
fantastic. She's so good. And she did sub-harmonics in front of me like a couple weeks back. And hers sound really good. Like
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy to hear uh because I've not heard women do subs like outside of like a short like video online or something. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
to see it. Like, I think it is going to become more uh it's becoming increasingly mainstream anyway. Like I think the past few years,
Which is
and
awesome.
that's yeah, it's really cool. Like I'm seeing a lot more people knowing about it and doing it, and so I think that's a really cool thing.
Awesome. That's great. I love that. That's good advice. I'll take that with me for my acapella group at school and my own stuff too.
Okay, nice. Yeah, let me know how you get on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, so speaking of like you mentioned you take lessons. I was wondering like what you do you have like a practice routine that you kind of stick with and like are there any vocal exercises that you find helpful?
Yeah, yeah. A big thing that I've been working on recently is like SOVT exercises, so like
Mm,
semi-occluded vocal tract exercises, which essentially, and I hope I'm not getting this wrong, but you're training your voice to be much more efficient with air,
mm,
and so a lot of things that I'll be doing are like trying to create that pressure or like singing through a straw into water.
mm.
I find really really helpful as like a you know makes your voice my voice is very breathy naturally and like very breathy. If you saw like the earliest videos of me singing, I'm literally like and it's really It's really gross.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been trying to find that like that ping,
Mm,
and I think that's one way of like really helping me get there. I think as well, I've been trying to do some exercises to like stop my larynx jumping up recently as well,
mm.
um, and to find like pure vowels as well. Like do you ever do like the goog exercises?
Yes,
Like
totally.
goog goog. Like I've been trying to do some of that as well to to keep my voice in the right place to make sure I'm creating enough space. All the things, you know.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I think practice for any kind is super important. Like if you're practicing like with intention, and regardless of what you're doing, you're like on the right path, right? 'Cause so many people aren't. So many people are just singing with
Yeah.
no intention of improving,
Yeah.
and so yeah,
You got to think about all the things too. Everything like
yeah,
in your body just functions the way it's supposed to when you're singing right. And
yeah,
if you know what all of that does, then that is extremely helpful to, you know, help you become successful and healthy singer. And so I think that's great. I think, using those exercises are awesome. I love that.
yeah. I agree. I agree. Just even like learning about the voice, like you said, like knowing what your voice is
Yep.
supposed to do is really helpful.
Hmm.
I feel like there is probably a limit. Like I'm trying a little bit to uh stop stop like overthinking during singing.
Mm.
Recently. 'Cause I find that like when I think about technique too much, um, excuse me, when I think about technique too much, if I make a mistake or if something's not placed 100% right, I'll be like and like
Yeah,
freak out a bit, and it's like been something that I've been trying to consciously focus on is just to like relax a little bit, and just like let your voice do what it's supposed to.
totally. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. The more free your voice is and the more you're able to just have fun with it ultimately is like the goal.
yeah,
So that's really great. That's something I need to work
yeah.
on
Because
too. So I 100%
definitely.
relate.
Yeah. Because I find like it can be quite like a stressful thing otherwise when you're
Hmm.
when you're singing, like if you're so over the top focused on technique. As much as it is an amazing thing to work on, like I think every singer should be working on technique.
For sure.
Um, yeah, you just have to like approach it in the right way, right?
Absolutely. Totally.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, my next question. What recording equipment do you use?
What recording equipment do I use? So I have this microphone here. I'll try and move mine. This
Awesome.
is a Rode NT1A, which is a condensed microphone. Um, is really good. I really like it.
Yeah.
Um, it was really good value for money as well. It was only like
Mm.
150, which like the Shure SM7B is like over double that. So this is really good value. I've also got so I don't have like a sound treated room. So you can see this massive purple thing.
Yeah.
Um, I actually cannot remember what it's called. Um, I'll I'll work that out and send that to you so you can like put that up on screen if you want.
Yeah, please. I
Um,
appreciate that.
but yeah, essentially what it is it absorbs all the reflections when
Okay.
I'm speaking into it, so that there's nothing that's like bouncing off the walls and going into the microphone when I'm singing. So it cuts out some of the room sound, just
Awesome.
because like in this room especially like there's a lot of like reverberation on the walls, and sometimes that can be quite frustrating.
Mm.
And I don't really want to go through the time of just like putting up loads of panels everywhere and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got like windows and stuff as well that are like hard to panel over as well. Um, and then I've got an audio interface. I have a Focusrite, like a Scarlett Solar, I think it's called, which looks like this, which
Oh
I
yeah,
plug in.
nice.
This is like the lead into my computer. This is into my mic. It's got some like dials. Well, much. It's sorry. Bear with. Connected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, nice. I pulled it out of the socket.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
All good, no worries.
Yeah, yeah. And I've got two big speaker, like monitor speakers as well. They're called KRK Rockets,
Mm,
and they're really good for mixing, especially.
awesome.
Um, and I have these DT 900 Pro X headphones, which
Mm,
uh, are really good for mixing as well. Like I immediately became a much better mix engineer when I started using them.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'll have to get
because
myself a pair of those.
yeah, because before I was doing all my mixing on on just like regular headphones,
Mm,
and the thing with regular headphones is that they add like EQ curves of their own
right.
to the music that you're listening to make it sound better, and it's like built into the headphones. And a lot of times, like they'll mask a lot of issues. Um, and so these are like super transparent. So these let me hear like something that then I would only really hear if I like listened to it elsewhere or like heard it on a different speaker.
Sure.
So yeah, all the gear is nice to have. It's not a necessity though. Like I
Mm,
have it because I'm like quite far along into I'm multiple years now into doing this as like the main hobby of mine, right? And
yeah.
so you can do the same thing on like a USB microphone that you like plug into your computer and using like free software
Yeah.
online.
That's
Like
what I'm doing.
I use Logic, and I got it like pretty cheap on like a student deal.
Mm,
Even then, like you can do the same thing on like free software as well, and it's the same, right?
yeah, 100%.
So it shouldn't be like a barrier to entry, I think.
That's great. Yeah. I've been using I went through a couple different I had a microphone that I got probably senior year of high school. Um
Hmm.
that was not like a big company. It was just kind of a USB microphone plug into my laptop. And it worked and it was great for a while, I enjoyed it. And then I kind of for some reason like stopped using a microphone and just like was using my computer audio to record stuff,
Right.
which I mean it worked to an extent.
Yeah.
Um
Like when you were, is this when you were recording your covers and stuff?
Yeah, I did it for that, and then I brought the mic back when I went to college, and I that's when I started to do like the more voice play stuff, and I was using my
Nice.
mic. Um, I even did a cover of Yellow Flicker Beat Bass Gang
Nice.
arrangement.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
it.
You
I
should send
tried
it to
it.
me after this.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Um,
Sick.
yeah, no. And then I want to say it was Christmas last year or 2 years ago. I got this mic, the Blue Yeti, um,
Nice.
which is
I've heard about
awesome.
this microphone.
It's
It
really
looks really
great.
good.
Yeah. So I got that. Um, and then I bought Logic last year. So I've been mainly using GarageBand for like I want to say the entire time, honestly.
Right.
Um, and then I got Logic and I'm actually working on an album right now. Um,
Sick.
yeah, I'm doing a traditional folk song album. Um,
Nice.
so I have a couple tunes on it. It's more like an EP. It's like 5 songs.
That
Um,
is so cool, man.
but yeah, I started recording Scarborough Fair the other day. And
Wow.
yeah, I'm really pumped about the arrangements. I think they sound super cool. So, um, yeah, it's been really helpful though with the tuning on Logic that GarageBand doesn't have, where you can,
Yeah.
if you make a little mistake, you can fix it, and it works really well.
Yeah.
So
100%, 100%. And the stock plugins on Logic, I think, are the best out of any like DAW that I've used, you know?
for sure, for sure.
They're so good. Like I still use in my mixing now, I mainly use the Logic compressors. Even though I
Mm,
have other compressors, most of them don't work as well as the Logic ones, in my
yeah,
opinion. You know, like and the variety of sounds that you can get from the Logic ones is so good.
100%. Yes,
Yeah,
totally. And it's so good, and it does have similar features to GarageBand, which is helpful for that transition for me, where like okay, like I know where things are in Logic, but there's just more features to work with.
yeah,
Um, and having I for some reason didn't even know about like arrangement tracks until like I got Logic. So this whole like process of recording this EP, I've learned how to like incorporate MIDI into my
yeah,
into Logic, and like how to use like the tempo track and do all of the above. There are a lot of things that I
yeah.
learned through this process, which has been really helpful. to like
So
make better
true.
music and really make like professional sounding music. So I'm
Yeah,
excited about that
100%. It makes such a difference.
for sure.
Like it's like it just helps you get to that like next step. It's like the more complex your music gets, like the more you need to do it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
I think that's really cool, man. It's really,
Yeah.
really cool. I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear it.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I'm excited. I'll send it to you when it's all set. But
Awesome.
yeah, definitely will be. I'll be working on it again after the opera is all said and done. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit before I pick it up. But I'm having a great time working on it. So
Sick. I'm so glad.
yeah. All right. So I have a couple more questions here. I know we have a little bit more time left in our meeting, so we may have to start another one if that's all right with you. But
Yeah, that's cool.
great. All right. So let's move on to the next question then. Um, how long on average does it take you to record and arrange a song?
Now, it takes a long time. Uh, with my songs, like I've done arrangements that have taken me like 48 hours. Like
Mm,
not like 48 hours the whole time, like 2 days basically.
sure.
And I've completed the arrangement. But in my opinion, they don't turn out as good as
Mm,
the ones that I spend a lot of time like planning and carefully working on. Like Zero to Hero, like end to end, the whole project took about a year. Um,
wow.
between like the original like conception of the idea and like proposing it to the bass gang, and then like making the arrangement. It didn't have to take that long. It probably could have taken like 2 months.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, like it takes a long time. You know, like Man in the Mirror took around 3 months to make as
Mm,
well. Um,
wow.
like the it's because it's not just the arranging, right? Like the arranging takes time in itself, and like to try and make every single like part of the song be its own thing and not just like a copy paste thing like takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But um it's also like the recording is an endeavor in itself. And then once you've recorded and like because you know you have to like it takes like a few days to record, I think. Because a lot of the parts it's probably my fault. A lot of the parts that I write for myself are quite high, and
Mm,
so I try and space it out so as not to like destroy myself vocally.
yeah.
And
Great.
a lot of the like, and then once you've recorded everything, like, and I'm double tracking all of the background parts so that it sounds like spacious. So there's like one panned on each side. But then if you have like six background parts, that's 12 tracks plus your bass track plus your lead vocal. Like, and if you've stacked your lead vocal on top of each other, like create layers, that's like, you know, like you get up there really fast, right?
It's a lot. Yeah.
And you have to time correct and pitch correct all of those tracks. But like the time correction takes forever. Like you're trying to like make sure every single syllable is as aligned as it can be. You know, you're trying
Oh,
to make sure that like the breaths are aligned or like where there should be breaths in the back in vocals. Because if you have like 20 breaths on top of each other, you have this like really ugly sound of like, you know,
right.
it's really
Right.
disgusting. And so like there's just a lot of work that goes into it. And then the video as well. The video, especially if it's like a green screen video,
Mm.
that takes a long time. That takes a really long time. And to have like all the, you know, to make it different, so it's not like it. Have you seen the video for Man in the Mirror?
I have. It's so good.
Thank you so much. But you know, there's like a lot going on screen.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like there's a lot of different frames, and so like to record each one, like to set up each one, sorry, and like move everything to the right place, and you know make sure it's aligned with the you know like the audio track, and
Yeah.
like to color grade it, like all of these
Mm.
steps take a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's so worth it. Like in my opinion, it's so worth it. Like I'm more proud of my full covers than of any short form anything that I've ever done, you know? Like
Absolutely.
it's something that you can like it's such a good feeling to be able to like listen back to it. Like I can put it on when I'm driving around
Yeah.
and be like, wow, like this is like it has replay value, right? Like sometimes I think the issue with short form content is that like you can see it and just scroll. But like a song is like something that sticks with people, you know?
Yes.
And that
100%.
that to me is really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's really, really rewarding.
Well, and what you do is very impressive. Like the time and the effort that goes into that, like I understand that it's a lot. So like
Yeah. I
it's a big process.
I'm really grateful, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think, anybody who listens to your music is very grateful for all the work that you put into, making it happen. And the video is always so much to put together. So,
Thank you, thank you.
yeah,
That means a lot. So
of
thank
course. Yeah, of course. I totally understand. I mean, I think, the longest arrangement that I've done was it was my most recent arrangement. I did New York State of Mind by Billy Joel,
you. Incredible.
which is a
I'm
really
trying to
cool
learn
song.
that on piano, and like, it's so tough.
Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, the chords are amazing, and that's why I was like,
Yeah,
I love like jazzy music or just like when you throw in a chord that's like unexpected in a key. Like I think that that is so cool, and that's like the entire
yeah,
song is like that, you know.
yeah.
Um,
It's a song to approach for an acapella. So respect, man. Like
well, I
massive respect.
I
Love
appreciate
it.
that. Yeah, I had a good time doing it, and I started it last year in January, and I did the entire intro like a cappella, which was hard because it's like all piano. Like the intro is like out of time, and there are moments, so I had to like in my arrangement, I had to like write the different like time changes like every bar because it would just slow down or it would
Yeah,
increase, and that was hard. But I did that, and then I kind of took a break because things got crazy, and then I came back to it this year, and my roommate plays saxophone. And I approached him and I was like, "Hey, I'm doing an acapella cover of New York State of Mind, and there's a sax solo in it. I know it's technically not acapella if there is sax in it, but would you mind like, soloing on it and doing some cool stuff with it?" And he agreed.
wow.
So we did like a full like 6.5 minute cover of New York State of Mind. And I totally relate to what you're saying, where it's just so rewarding when you've worked so hard on something and it's just
Yeah,
and then you're done with it and it's just like I can sit back and I can just relax now that it's like done. And I
yeah.
feel very proud of the work that I did. Is it perfect? No, it isn't. But there's always more room to grow. And it's important to recognize that, but also know that like the work that you put in that time was everything you could do possibly to make that the best it can be.
100%, 100%. I think like that outlook is really, really good.
Hmm.
Because sometimes I find I can like beat myself up a little bit about some of my covers. Like if I know how to do something now that I didn't back then, I'll be like, oh, why did I mix the bass like that? Why did I sing the lead with that technique? Like I know
Sure.
like with the technique that I've been learning recently, like even as recent as like Man in the Mirror, like I'll look back at some of the choices that I made and be like, I don't think I'd make that choice now, you know?
Mm. Yeah,
Um, but it was the very best that I could have done at the time, and like I think there is something to be really proud of with that, right?
absolutely.
There's, it's so rewarding, and there's such a pleasure. Like I still can listen back to it like if I don't have my critical hat on and be like, wow, this is really fun.
Yeah.
I really like this song. And like I'm sure it's the same for you with your New York State of Mind arrangement, right? Like
Mm-hmm. 100%.
it's so sick. Like it must be so satisfying to listen to.
All right, awesome. I just have three more questions for you.
Oh, sir.
Um, so I was wondering, if you had to pick any artist to collaborate with, who would it be?
Um, so aside from my like the choice that I would have made like a few years, like I mean over the last few years, which is Avi Kaplan, 100%.
Sure,
Um,
definitely.
he's so good. I've seen him like in concert 3 times. He's incredible. Like every single time he comes to London, I see him. But if it was not just like to sing with and more of a collaboration, I'd actually probably choose one of the artists that I mentioned earlier in the podcast
Mm,
um, to do like songwriting sessions with or just to sing with,
mm.
like Sabrina Carpenter or like Samba or like Phineas. I think Phineas is an absolute genius as well. I think would be really, really cool. And their ear for like production is just insane. And like I'm getting, increasingly interested in songwriting and to work with people who are as good at it as they are would be such a dream.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I love that.
Thanks. Me
I
too.
hope to see Avi Kaplan in person at some point. I have yet to be able to do that, and I've watched some of his like there like some people like post shorts on YouTube of like clips from the concerts, and gosh, he's
He's
just
so good. He's
he's
so good,
so
and
good.
he sounds just as good live as he does on his records. Like, if anything, he sounds better live.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say because he sounds so good on his records, but he's insane. And he performed in this like coveted venue called
Mm.
the Union Chapel when he came to London. Let me see if I have a photo of it. It's just stunning. Like, it's so pretty. It's like it's this little like church venue
Oh, awesome.
that's like you've got these like stained glass windows and this like it's just insanely cool lighting. It's just yeah,
I bet the
like
acoustics
it's
were
a real
great.
experience. Here it is. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but like look, this is
Oh my
like the
gosh.
stage, but like there's you know um you can see like this is where we were sat and like this is where the
Wow.
band are. It's so crazy. It's so
Dude,
beautiful.
that's amazing.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, with your songwriting, have you made any original compositions?
Not yet. Everything that I write, I'm like, wow, that's so cringe. but, but I'm working on it. I think you need to like embrace that a little bit,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, I'm it's a work in progress. I'm still learning about like production and stuff and like how to make instruments sound good when
Hmm.
they're recorded. But watch this space. That's my hope for this year is that I can like make some original music.
That'd be awesome. I'm sure people would love to hear that.
Yeah, I hope so. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. That's great. That's a good goal for the year.
Yeah,
It's hard. I mean, writing original music is such a challenge.
yeah. You have to be
It's
like the best music is like really vulnerable, right? So
exactly.
it's weird to get like it feels really strange to get that vulnerable when
Yeah,
you're
and
writing.
writing, I think writing choruses is a hard thing to do. Like writing something that's catchy that people will get, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I love a
I
good
wonder if
verse.
maybe there's because I mean I have that as well where I like write something and I'm like, oh, I don't know if this will like sound good to people, but like maybe there's something in like trying to get away from making
Mm.
music for other people and then like making something for yourself that you're like, oh, that's nice, right?
Yeah,
Like
100%. And
that's like me expressed. I don't know.
yeah, I think that it can be related all the way back to a cappella music too, in that way, how you were talking about earlier, how you make your music and you make the music videos, even though they are so like painful to work on sometimes and so
Yeah,
long and painful, right? That it's for you. You do it for
yeah,
yourself. And that's, I
mm,
think, what's ultimately the best thing you can do.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so having that
You
mindset
know,
with original music might be the key.
yeah, yeah, completely. I think with the bass duets, especially, or like with the short form content as well. I've really found like chasing virality never
Mm,
really works.
mm,
Um, and there's like a balance to be struck with it, right? Like if you just make stuff that you're really passionate about that you think is really cool, a lot of times there are going to be a lot of other people that will think it's really cool as well.
yeah.
And I went through a phase in 2022 when I was like really trying to like this was before my TikTok took off.
Mm,
But I was really trying to make content that I thought other people would, really like to see. Like I was like, duet this and sing with me. Like this is and then like made something like with the lead left out. But that like it's not really the kind of style that works for me. It
mm,
doesn't like so it doesn't feel like authentic to
yeah.
me. And so then when I started doing it like it didn't connect with people at all. And
Mm,
then the stuff that I really found that I gelled with, like the bass duets, um, it's the same thing I've been practicing myself, just by myself for such a long time, right?
yeah.
And and so then it felt very natural when I started to do it, and then that's where the followers came,
Absolutely.
like it was
Yeah.
a byproduct.
That's awesome. The more you are true to yourself, the more that
Mm,
people will enjoy your content. I think it's great advice.
yeah. Yeah, people really do crave authenticity, I think.
That's awesome. Speaking of, actually, this is a great lead into our next question.
Yeah.
Um, My next question is, what is your best advice for young musicians trying to make a name for themselves?
It's a good question.
It's a loaded question. I have
My
a part
best,
two as well, so
yeah. So my best advice to musicians trying to make a name for themselves is to be a bit unafraid, like
Mm,
to not be afraid of what people are going to think. You know, I think it's a barrier to people posting that like, oh, what will like my classmates say, or what will like my family think? Am I going to get made fun of?
mm,
Like I said a few minutes ago, like, oh, I do this and I think it's a bit cringe. I had the same thing with my videos. Like
mm.
when I started posting, I was like, wow, if anyone that I know sees this, like this is mortifying, right?
Yeah.
But you just have to embrace it and just
Mm,
be okay with it seeming a bit mortifying because I wouldn't have gained any sort of followers at all if I hadn't done that. You know, like you start doing something that is mortifying and you need to be able to try different things out to see what sticks, right? Like if your goal is to make a name for yourself and get followers, you have to experiment with different types of content, see what engages people, see what doesn't, and you can't hone in on something if you don't try it, right?
absolutely.
And I think like getting rid of, oh, if my family sees this and think it's cringe, like, that doesn't matter really.
Yeah,
Because if you make it, then they'll all be like in your corner, you know? And so no one's going to care that you were making cringy videos before you found what worked, you know?
totally. Yeah, 100%. I think that that's really great advice, especially for people who are just kind of starting out and like experimenting with what they want to do. Um, yeah, it's hard sometimes. I feel like, when you're making something you feel very passionate about, but maybe it's, something kind of out there, something that hasn't been done
Yeah.
before. I think
Yeah,
it's good
exactly.
to, have that mindset of, you know, maybe maybe I just do this for me.
Yeah. I think it's so good just to try, right?
Absolutely.
And like I guess there's a second part to that, which is that like things don't have to be perfect
Yeah.
for you to be able to put them out. Like I think it's such a barrier to people posting that like, oh, if I post this and it's like slightly, imperfect, like I'm gonna get clowned. But
Mm,
no one really thinks like that. And I think I know so many people that won't put stuff out because they think that way.
mm.
And it's, you know, it's just a great thing. Like my most viral video, the "Run Me Like a River" duet that you started following me because of.
Yes.
That the first sub that I do in that is really shoddy. Like it's not a good sub. Um, and it's my most viral video on my account. I think in some way, like people actually like the fact that it's like not completely perfect. It makes it sound like
Mm.
it's not a computer that's making that noise. It's me,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
totally.
And I wouldn't have thought that at the time until
Mm.
until I was just okay with putting it out there,
Yeah.
and it just it took off. You can never predict what's going to happen, but if you're too afraid to put stuff out, then you'll never know.
Right. I agree. I think that video is really cool, and I think it's unique, the content that you make where you build on what is already, like for example, the Megan Trainor song, I can't remember the name of it off
Yeah,
the top of my head, but
made you
like
look.
Made You Look, yeah,
Yeah,
where a lot of people do duets with that song, whether it's like a tenor or bass or whatever. A lot of
yeah,
people duet that bathtub cover that they did,
yeah,
but yours, like you added a twist to the bass so it makes it more interesting for the listener, And I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
that's what's really appealing to people about your content specifically is that the bit like the general idea is there, but then there's a little bit of spice that's added into that. But it's very authentic, you know.
No, I really appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
of course.
I that one like I didn't expect it to go viral. Like I made a video which was like the very first part of that full duet,
Yeah.
and that was my first ever like viral video.
Mm,
Because I'd had like one video before. Actually, I had one video before that got like 50,000 likes, and I was like like over the moon about it. But this was the first one that got over 100. got like over 1 million views, and like um yeah, that video changed the game for me. Like
That's
that was when
awesome.
I found what worked, but it took a lot of like throwing stuff at the wall
Yeah.
to
Seeing what
to work
sticks.
out what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I've got loads of like I'm gonna have a look at my TikTok now. I've got so many videos. Like you can scroll back. Like I don't have so many that you can't like find them quite easily. But I have so many videos on my TikTok of
Yeah.
me just like trying out bass duets, like working out how to do it, how to make the mixing sound nice, like and it's yeah, it's crazy. I don't need to look. I don't know why I picked up my phone. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah,
It's a lot of experimenting. I mean, even just recording general covers and stuff like that, like you
yeah,
have to kind of sometimes it just happens naturally over time. Like you just kind of
yeah,
figure out a general style of like how you do it, and then it just
yeah,
works for every other thing, you know?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, to be fair, I know I say like not chasing perfection. But I found when I was really like when I really drilled down into the details of like, oh, I want this video to be at like this exact, like I need to be a certain size in relation to the other people that I'm duetting. If I like color grade my video a very specific way, if I like mix the video a very specific way and I'm quite um granular with it, then like those things tend to make a better product for me at the end
Yeah.
that people really gel with. It's more engaging. But I didn't work that out until I tried a bunch of different stuff, right?
Yeah, totally. You have
Because I
to,
know
right?
some people that just pick up the microphone, like their like headphone microphone, and their content goes super viral. So it is just a case of working out what works.
Yeah. And it does work. So
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
yeah. I've started I want to say it's a couple months ago, I started recording piano duets.
Sick.
Well, or not duets, just like piano covers. Um
Nice.
and I'm trying to figure out like the algorithm for that to see how like that would like get,
Yeah.
kind of grow in popularity because a
Mm.
lot of people do that. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to like make mine like more bass oriented. Um,
Ooh.
so I actually put one out today. I did House of the Rising Sun by the Animals.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah, I love that song.
yeah, it's a good one and it was really fun because I love like the chords are just so like jazzy and it's great. So yeah, no, it's definitely a grind though. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, uh, yeah,
You
it's
have
just
to,
a lot.
yeah. But just like, like finding ways to make it fun for yourself, I think is the important thing. Like you should do it for the love of doing it, right?
Exactly.
And
It's a
so
hobby.
it's exactly like I that's what I try and like remind myself
Yeah.
when it gets like stressful. Like sometimes especially now more than ever on my gap year, because it's my main focus, sometimes if a video doesn't take off, I will get quite stressed about it.
Mm,
And I have to stop and be like, it doesn't matter. Like it's not like something I'm gonna remember on my deathbed, right?
totally.
I'm gonna be on my
Yeah.
deathbed and be like, oh, this one video never took off.
Right.
Oh, you know? Um, and like it's for fun, and I should just do it for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think when you have that outlook, things can be like things are just a lot. It's a lot more, stress free and pleasurable for you. And
100%.
then the success will follow. You know,
Yes.
people will tell that you're having so much fun making it, and that's so compelling, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I 100% agree. I mean, if you enjoy what you do and you have fun doing it, like that's what matters. And even if things don't go necessarily how you planned with it, like some content does, a lot better than others.
Yeah,
I've made some YouTube shorts of like voice play stuff that takes me 30 minutes to put together and they get like 2,000 views, which is pretty good for a smaller channel.
yeah, 100%.
Um, and then I did like a Jeff Castellucci vocal range video that got like 8,000 views, which was pretty good
Yeah,
at the time. I was like, this is great.
100%.
And then like I make my own stuff and it's like 200 views. And I'm like,
It's
and I work so hard
yeah,
on it, but
yeah.
you
I'm
know,
the same. I've had videos that like, I had this one video that I put together in like 10 minutes.
mm,
They got like 5 million views. But I've had other videos that I spent like multiple days straight, like all day working on
yeah,
that have got like, you know, like almost no views. And it's like no one like no, like that no one really wants to see for some reason. And
Yeah.
it's like that's quite frustrating, but you know, it's just the way it is, right? Like, and
Yep.
you've just got to find what works, right? And if you're passionate about something, like you can keep doing it and keep tweaking it, like because maybe it's something in the video that's like not grabbing people immediately,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then that's like stopping them from seeing like the magic that comes later in the video,
Right.
So it's like it could be anything. They just
Totally.
take experimenting with to see what works, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that's great advice. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because if you think an idea is really cool, if you keep doing it, like other people are going to realize how cool it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
And you
know?
develop that and, work through it.
Hmm.
I think it's so important to like, at least for me, like to not just listen to a cappella music in that way too, but to listen to, you know, pop music, rock music, like any genre, because I think you just learn so much about music in general doing that
Yeah,
just by
definitely.
listening and kind of understanding, you know, music as a whole, not just as a specific genre. But then, with acapella music, you can take what you hear and you can turn it into something so unique and original ideas. And I think that's what's so beautiful about it, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's a lot to be learned from different genres.
hmm I also think just recording and arranging acapella music makes you a better musician in general. You're
Yeah,
able
you learn
to,
by doing, right?
oh, totally, exactly. And with music theory and harmony and all of that, like it's so helpful with that. I mean, at least for me, like when I arrange, I go on like a chord app and I just look up the chords and then I kind of just start, finding things that work, listening to the original and finding moments that I can add, some harmonic
Yeah.
ambiguity to it. And I think it
Hmm.
works.
Yeah, and you can do a lot by ear as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
100%. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I have one more question for you. It's not like a super loaded question, but um, do you have any projects that you're working on for 2026, 2027-ish time that, listeners can look out for or any shorts that you have planned coming up?
Yeah, so my main thing this year is going to be working on my short form covers. So if you head over to my Instagram and my TikTok, um, is at Manav Sings on TikTok and at Manav underscore Sings, I think, on Instagram. Let me double check that.
Yeah. I'll put them
Um,
in the description too for the video.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to be making loads of short form content over the course of this year. I'm trying for twice a week at this stage, and yeah, there's just a lot to look out for. So you know, be on the lookout. There's also, I mean, hopefully at some point this year there'll be some original music coming out,
Awesome.
um, and yeah, I mean, hopefully more acapella stuff to come in the future. So
Great.
we'll see. Yeah, but very excited about the road ahead.
That's so exciting. I'm excited for you, man. That sounds great. Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm really glad we had the chance to talk today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What are you getting up to over the next year? Are you putting stuff out?
Oh gosh. I'm just working on the album a little bit, the EP. Um,
Nice. Yes.
that's kind of my big plan. I have my five tracks right now are Scarborough Fair, Shenandoah, Loch Lomond, Parting Glass, and Odeth are my five.
Incredible choices. Yeah.
So I think those will be really cool. They kind of have a nice story arc to them too. So I think that'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I
I'm
agree.
planning to go a little bit more elaborate with the music videos for those two and really like
Nice.
filming outside in nature for some
Yeah.
of those. I tend to just like do like green screen stuff too. Um,
Sick.
and try that and it really does work. But I kind of want to branch out and try like really just like filming in real locations and stuff like that and trying that. Um,
Nice. Yeah.
so I'm excited for
I
that.
think that'd be really cool. It's a
Yeah,
nice change.
I'm super hype about it. I think this will be a really great project to work on. Other than that, doing more piano covers on TikTok. And hopefully just continuing on with this podcast. I'm
Yeah.
working on some episodes, some acapella history, some stuff about techniques like bell tones and subs and different like acapella singing techniques. I think will be really
Yeah.
interesting for people to learn about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see it. So
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being a guest on the first episode. I'm really glad we could
thank you
chat.
so much for having me.
Of
It was an
course.
absolute pleasure.
Well, I'm really glad we could have a chance to talk. This has been a true honor for me, so I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All
Of
right.
course. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
You too. Thank you so much. All right.
Nice to meet
Cheers.
you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.